going on, Jerome's? So, really sucks, the news that J.J. McCarthy is going to need meniscus surgery on his right knee, and TBD how long he's going to be out. If it's just a trim, could be 4 to 6 weeks. If it's a replacement, could be the full season. And obviously it sucks, especially since he played so damn well during parts of training camp as well as the first preseason game on Saturday. But it's smart to do this because, J.J. McCarthy is the future and just taking care of this thing. And even though Connell said that it happened on Saturday, this could have been something that might have been lingering. That meniscus could have been fraying even back in Michigan. So it might be good in the long term to get this taken care of now. And does it necessarily affect how the Vikings quarterback situation is going to be this year? Well, the grand plan was to have Slinging Sam Darnold start and have McCarthy have a redshirt season. So this doesn't really change that because you got Darnold as QB1, was basically a lock to be the starter week 1 in all likelihood. But now he is cemented as that guy. Nick Mullins, a veteran, as quarterback 2. You got Jiren Hall on the roster as well. J.J. McCarthy likely headed to injured reserve, and they could bring him back if and when it's a trim versus if it's a replacement, he could be out for the entire season, right? And, again, does really suck because would have loved to see McCarthy get a lot more preseason reps as well as joint practice reps, but it is what it is. But we're going to rally around Sam Darnold, and we're going to play good football. Like, how do you think the meeting went? Like, Kevin O'Connell's like, Sam, you're our starting quarterback. And Darnold's like, wasn't I already the starting quarterback? I don't know, man. But, Jefferson and also that spicy ginger, Slinging Sam Darnold. Ooh, now the 2024 Vikings are going to be like a really good Chinese stir fry, just rallying around spicy ginger. Nailed it. But now, 1-4 is going to have to get some damn things done, and you've seen him practice. Like Darnold and Jefferson, Darnold and Addison have had some great chemistry, so all certainly is not lost. And as we said, like the best case scenario would have been Darnold playing so damn good that McCarthy stays on the bench and gets a chance to marinate. And now, if he's injured, like he will have that opportunity, right? And with Darnold, if McCarthy was fully healthy and looked good the rest of preseason, I mean, you would have had that specter of McCarthy behind you every single step of the way. Now, some guys were responded well to that sort of competition. Some guys didn't. But now, I mean, Darnold is going to be his show. He is going to be the guy. And at least for the first part of the season, he's not going to have to worry about fans chanting for J.J. McCarthy. And it could be a spot, too, where on the schedule, like maybe Sam Darnold and the Vikings get off to a hot start and it's a moot point. But also, I mean, if Darnold struggles and the Vikings sort of stumble out of the gate, McCarthy, if it's a trim, would be able to potentially come back mid-season. But, of course, that's a scenario that we'll talk about once we get there. But, the rest of the quarterback room, so Nick Mullins, I like Nick Mullins because he's basically like, I'm going to throw 4 touchdowns today, and I don't know to which team. But damn it, I'm throwing 4 touchdowns today, right? So the veteran Nick Mullins, like he's had the most time in the offense with Kevin O'Connell, so he does have value. If McCarthy was fully healthy, so you got Darnold and McCarthy as your 2 quarterbacks on the 53, then you could have potentially traded Mullins to recoup late day 3 pick, or potentially got him down onto the practice squad and saved a roster spot. But now that's off the table as Mullins firmly going to be on the 53 and your quarterback 2. Also, I mean, Mullins averaged 370 yards a game last year, like just slinging it. Does not give an F. Not give an F, man. And then you got Jiren Hall. So Mormon Missile 2023 5th round pick out of BYU. So he looked good that second drive against Atlanta, and we're just going to hang on to that forever. But did not look good in his half a game against the Packers last year. Certainly did not look good in preseason against the Raiders on Saturday, but it just sort of is what it is. But I do think that with McCarthy on injured reserve, in all likelihood, Darnold and Mullins will be on the 53. Jiren Hall will be on the practice squad, or it could be a spot where the Vikings, kick the tires and light the fires on some of the other young quarterbacks out there. Now, if you're going to pick up a quarterback, it doesn't make sense to have it be a veteran who already is what he is, but a young guy that the Vikings could develop into something, maybe even a backup down the line, that would make sense. They're going to see Dorian Thompson-Robinson up close in Cleveland this week. I think that with Deshaun and Jameis, maybe they'd move out from DTR. Maybe not. Who knows? But also, Tyler Huntley's in Cleveland, former backup with the Ravens. Former Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley. It's also there. I don't think that both of them stay in the sphere with the Browns, so maybe Kwesi works something out with his former Boston mentor, Andrew Berry, or maybe they just wait till he gets cut. Or Tommy DeVito. The pride of Syracuse, the pride of Jersey, probably is going to get cut with the Giants as they're going to roll with Danny Dimes as well as Drew Lock, so he could be available as well. Or the season is so stupid and football is so dumb. Like I just feel like we're just waiting for Josh Dobbs chapter 2. Like, pass or not, baby. Woo woo. Run it back, because Dobbs right now is the backup with the Niners. Hasn't looked great, even though he had a nice touchdown run in preseason for San Francisco. But he could be cut, and he was better when he didn't know the offense. So maybe if we actually need him. Well, actually, if we get to the spot where Josh Dobbs is starting, then it's over. Just like take a knee on the year. But he did better when he didn't know the offense or his teammates' names. So maybe just wait on that. But like we said, obviously it sucks. It just really sucks with McCarthy because you would have liked the specter of him potentially starting, and you would have liked him to be fully healthy, to have a training camp and practice reps every single week. But it just sort of is what it is. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to be a career-threatening or career-altering type injury with a meniscus. So, just sort of is what it is. But we are indeed going to rally around slinging Sam Darnold, and we will play good football. That's right. Your thoughts are thoughts. Take a look at how the Vikings quarterback situation changes with J.J. McCarthy's surgery. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, blah, blah, blah. Comment section. You know what to do. Skol. Production value.